Hello everyone, and welcome back to another Wizard 101 video. Today, I'm going to be talking about the deceased of Wizard City. Those that have fallen or are a shell of their former selves. And what I mean by this is the NPCs that King's Isle has changed, so they are either a shell of their former self or just no longer exist in a capacity anymore. So let's go over that. We're mourning today. This is another mourning video. Like, you know, it's rather sad having to deal with just the shame that is these NPCs that no longer exist. I'd also like to ask if you know of any others that I've missed. There probably is quite a bit. Leave them in the comment section below. The NPCs that used to exist no longer really exist. And first one here is Private Stilson. Private Stilson, as far as I know, is no longer involved in literally any quest in the game anymore. He used to be in the very first quest in the game. You would talk to Merlambros and he would give you a sealed letter and say, go to Unicorn Way and help with the situation. I actually much prefer that version of the quest to the new version. And you would come up to Private Stilson here and show him the letter and he'd say, looks legit. You may pass, but be careful. There's ghosts and ghoulies in the street. And, you know, I really love him for that. He takes his job seriously, and he warns the wizard that there is some scary things in here that you need to be wary of. And now he does nothing. Now he just stands here, literally doing nothing all day. He's no longer welcoming new wizards into the game and helping them with the street. He just stands here because they brutally just ripped away that part of the quest from him, and now he is this shell of a character. A husk, if you will, no longer a major character at all. Next on our list of characters, really isn't these next few characters aren't necessarily oh shit, I forgot someone. Okay, wait, I almost forgot a very important character here, and I can't believe I did, considering I was right there. So we'll go to him first, then we'll move on. And this character is, if I could move any faster, my mount panda's not working as well as he used to. He moved what there's no sounds. There's no walking sounds. This next character is Sarah Nightchant. Now, I'm not going to say that Sarah Nightchant's dead, per se. It's more just that they changed his voice actor and his voice lines, and he is no longer what he used to be. Sarah Nightchant used to be this joyful dude. You'd come into Unicorn Way, and you know what the first thing he said is? He'd say, greetings, right? Like that, like exactly like that. If you've missed that line of dialogue, go watch it somewhere, find it. But my point is that the old Sarah Nightchant's voice actor, and I say this for a lot of the new voice changes that they've done, used to be a lot better. And it's not just nostalgia talking, I feel like King's Isle is trying to be creative and hip with the kids with these new voice changes and the references and all of their personalities, but really they're just gutting the characters and making them into just not good characters at all. So Sarah Nightchant is one of those that they kind of screwed up, right? And the main reason, the whole thing that they screwed up is just that he's no longer, in my opinion, as joyful and as vibrant as he used to be. Now he is but a shell, you know, a husk compared to his former existence. Now we will move on. We're going to be just doing the 3 streets, and that's really all I have to talk about. For the third street, or for the first street here, we have Cyclops Lane. This one I've mentioned already, but in the newest update, they are completely redoing Cyclops Lane, and they have changed Nolan Stormgate's voice actor. Now, as I've said, when they change voice actors, they tend to screw some things up. Nolan Stormgate it almost infuriates me. It does infuriate me how much they gutted him as a character. Nolan Stormgate used to be this person, right? Where he was snarky, he was a total douche, but, and this is a hefty but, he had some intelligence behind that, right? He had some brains to go behind his snark. Right? Despite the fact that you know, okay, hello Stephanie. Despite the fact that, you know, he was just a total asshole, he did help you find the Rune Skull. He knew that you needed to go for the Warhorn's Pass, and you needed to get that to go into General Achilles. In the new update, as you'll see, he doesn't come up with any of those things by himself. He's even worse of a character now, because he doesn't have the smarts to back up. Anyways, moving on. Doesn't have any smarts to back up what he is and represents as a character. You guys will find out if you ever listen to the... I don't know how to feel about this. I'm very wary of what's happening. You know, I just think, excuse me. Nolan's been totally gutted as a character, and that's tragic, and I will forever miss Nolan Stormgate. We shall mourn him. Next is something that I've been talking about for, honestly, years now. Or not years now, it's been over a year now since I did this change. Oh, she's not here. And that is Susie Griffinbane. Now, the main reason why I say that her character is dead is because I think KingsIsle inherently, I don't know whether it's accidental or on purpose, but they did something that kind of promotes sexism in my opinion, and that is that they changed it so that Susie Griffinbane was the one helping her brother Arter be rescued, to she is now the one being rescued. And the reason why I think that this is inherently sexist is because it's teaching children that the ones in this situation that are the damsel in distress is, you know, it's reinforcing the gender role that it's the damsel in distress, it's the female. Before, it used to be males can be the ones that have been kidnapped by the big baddie too and are being saved by a female hero. And I always thought that that was a really good thing. I liked how that was set up, how that was phrased, and Susie Griffinbane was notorious for being, you know, quite the badass, you know, this strong female character who helped save her brother. Well, now, this is not the case. Susie Griffinbane now is the one that needs to be being saved. And sure, for the last two quest lines, she helped save, or for the last two quests, she helped save Triton Avenue. But I don't think that's nearly as impactful as what she used to have, which was an entire quest line of being a strong female character. And I think that that is just tragic that they did that. And that is the one change that I really wish that they would revert over all of these. Like, obviously, Nolan Stormgate, I hate that change. I think it's an awful change. But I don't think it's inherently a vile or an evil change. Whereas Susie Griffinbane, I think, actually is. Next and last on our list of characters is another one of the future updates, and that is Private Quinn here. Private Quinn is a, you know, an upstanding citizen and a good guard. He's friends with the Fire Elves. He takes his job very seriously in protecting them, and when they start running amok and something happens, he notices, summons for help, gets you, and then helps you save them. In the newest update, he has been changed so that he cowers right here in the front of Old Town by the gate. He cowers there and says that there's some spooky things going on. There's undead. Oh no. And then he sends you to Lizzo Firespitter. Now, I don't think the Firecat Alley inherently has a bad change in the newest update. I've said that. I think it's better structured now in regards to the quest line. But did they have to murder my man, Private Quinn? Did they have to absolutely destroy his character and make it so that all he is a coward and a cheat rather than this dude who helps save the Fire Elves? No, that was completely unnecessary. They murdered his character. He has been just destroyed. And that's really all I wanted to go over today, is these characters that I believe have been treated unjustly by KingsIsle have been reduced into just shells of their former selves. And that's all I really wanted to say. So let me know if you know of more. I'm sure that there is more that I just can't think of off the top of my head. And I'm excited to hear your thoughts. I will say that this is probably going to be the last video right now that's talking about negative changes KingsIsle's done and how KingsIsle, you know, bad is bad, that kind of stuff. Because I just think it's kind of unfair and kind of boring. So I'm going to switch back to maybe a guide video or two in the meantime. So let me know if you think that that's a good idea. So I'll see you in the next video. Have a fantastic day. Thank you all for watching.